Hi guys, it is Thursday, November 19th. I've been working quite a bit lately, working late hours, and haven't really done anything. I've done a couple things around the house here, but I'm out here getting ready to go back to work, and I must say, I'm actually kind of glad that I this year we've had a pretty late tropical season. You should probably know. And not that this is tropical weather by any means, but actually, right before I turned on the camera, the wind picked up quite a bit, and it was almost like a little bit of a tropical system. So, luckily, I don't have anything up yet, my tower or any decorations or anything on the house. So, haven't had to worry about my decorations falling over, breaking, tower coming down, or getting tangled up. As you can see, I did start doing some trimming. That is definitely the first step for outside. It's actually just starting to rain. But it's just going to be the first clip of this video. Like I said, I'm planning to work today. I do plan on having some stuff up. I've got this weekend off. Usually I have Thursdays and Sundays off, but this week is Saturday and Sunday. On my contracted weekend. Anyway, I do plan on getting some lights out, tested, trees trimmed, and some lights up this week. So hopefully we can get that going. So stay tuned. All right, with this year's static show, we're upgrading slowly to LED lights. So I got some C9 LEDs to go on the eave. They are multicolored, and I got them from Home Depot. I mentioned in a few other videos, you want to make sure that you're smart when you put up your lights and think a little bit ahead, because I've seen a lot of people where they'll actually put the lights up here and they'll get to a section here and then they'll have just lights coming down to this eave and coming over. So with my house and how it's set up, we're going to start here, and we're going to go, one strand's going to go down this way and the other one's going to start here and go down this way. This way we don't have this I'm going to try to avoid any even kind of an extension cord coming across. I want to make sure that it looks nice in the daytime as well as at night. So please, if you have a situation like this, even if it's like a little tiny eave cut over or something, don't just run your lights loosely here. Figure out a way to hide the excess behind the roof line, or plan a little ahead of time so you can avoid this. You want to make sure, in my personal opinion, it looks as good as it possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox these new lights and put them up, and then we're going to go dig through the shed and see what we can do about wrapping the windows and the trees, and maybe do something really cool with this big palm tree in the back here. But before we tackle the oak tree there, I'm going to have to come through and trim that up real good. So that's going to be a project for another day. Alright, even though it's not much, and I got sidetracked with some of my work today, here's the lights up and on. Still got plenty of work to do, but just tucked them underneath the metal flashing on the eave, so they're all nice and straight. And I have them on the shed as well. I also have a couple of the projection, I don't even know what they're called, just kind of like a rainbow type effect of light going up into this tree for now. I was in the process of cleaning out the shed and got distracted with doing pressure washing and a bunch of other stuff. So I did get the garland up. I'm going to put lights around on the window, put the garland up, so that's ready. And we also got the Christmas tree up inside. Not decorated, just up and on. So for now, also I've got all these lights attached to my smart plug, so it's set automatically to come on and off, and based on the time, and I can turn it on and off with my phone. But had enough to come across the corner just a little bit. I might get some more of these and continue them down around to the back, because they cleared half of this lot next door and you can't see a damn thing. But you can actually see this side of the house over here a lot better from the road now. So I might go and get another strand eventually and continue those. Got the lawn cut today. Now I'm ready to start putting some cords and lights out there. I wanted to make sure to do that at least one more time before we start running any cords out in the yard. So I'm going to continue this video. Another, I know it's been more than a week since I've gotten a video out, but the video is too short still. So stay tuned. Hopefully we get some more work done here before Thanksgiving and get a video out before Thanksgiving. All right, guys. We're on top of the palm tree. I went ahead and trimmed them up, just actually lower down the chainsaw to make it look a little, say don't try this at home. But I got some climbing gear from work, so I'm using that. What we're gonna do today is put up the floodlights that we had in the pine tree last year. We're gonna put a couple facing up here, and at least one facing down and then one at the bottom facing up. So getting ready to lift those up and mount them in. So we're back on the ground. I wanted to get these pieces staged and ready to go before we climbed back up again to the top. Measured that about, or at least to the base of that where those palm fronds are, is about 35 feet from the ground. You can see we trimmed it up quite a bit, made it look nicer. So what we got here is 4 of these 10-watt RGB floodlights that I've used the last couple of years in the pine tree in the last house. What I want to do is basically sandwich these so the palm tree will be in the middle. We got 2, one on each side pointing up towards the palm fronds, and then I kind of fabricated these or bent the little brackets in a way to make these, you can see that they're not square, they're rectangle. So I want more of the light to be shooting, instead of wider, I want it to be shooting longer down the palm tree. So this palm tree is going to be here, palm fronds are up there. These are shooting up towards the palms. These are one on this side and one on this side shooting down on the base of the palm tree. And then at the bottom we're going to have 2, one on this side, one on this side shooting up. Again, facing up. So instead of having them face like this up, we're going to turn them this way and have them face that way, because it's a little bit of a longer or wider beam than it is tall. So it's a tall tree, so probably going to sit these a little bit further away from the tree, pointing up towards the tree. So we're going to be able to obviously change each bulb. So I have 2 sides up there, 2 coming down, and 2 on the bottom side here. So I'm just going to put these up there, and then I've got some zip ties, really long zip ties. I'm going to wrap them around and zip tie them to the tree, so I'm not screwing into the tree or anything like that. And then that'll leave me with 2 other of these floods, and I think I'm just going to put 1 on each side of that palm tree right there. So that's what we're going to do for tonight. Now this is a light around the controller. Let's see if we have what it's actually called in here. Hopefully there's nothing in here that's going to jump out at me. No. It is a CMB 24D. So it basically controls 8 RGB floodlights. So we will have to hook this to the computer for it to work. And it's probably going to be the only controller I use this year, in all honesty. I was thinking about putting some other boxes up, but I honestly don't know how it's going. I mean, maybe I might do that if I put lights up in the oak tree, but I got to get up there and trim that tree. So right now I'm just waiting for Amy to come back so I'm not climbing up this tree by myself. Not by myself, but with no one home. And then hopefully we'll get this up and running tonight. So anyway, stay tuned. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. That was yesterday. Slacking on my videos. Nice sunset for tonight. Almost a full moon. All right, let's lift them up. Hook them up. Right. So basically, got it mounted, just some zip ties, not really tied into the tree at all. One thing I want to note that we try to, if we have any kind of wires going into a fixture, we want to kind of leave a drip loop. This way, when it gets wet, not if it is, it's going to drip from here instead of if this was the lowest point, it would actually go into the fixture itself. So I left the drip loop on all the lights. So the lowest point is actually before it gets to the light itself. So we get 2 pointing up and 2 facing down. Try to face down right at the tree on both sides. Let's go down, get them wired up, and hook up the ones on the ground. All right, so we mounted this again just with some zip ties around the tree. We want to make sure it's upright and not. This one luckily does have a little bit of a rubber seal around it, this box, but a lot of the other Light-O-Rama boxes, unless you get the more expensive ones, they do not have the rubber seal, so you want to make sure that this is upright. We made our Ethernet cable and we're running it inside. We just got to power this box up, plugged our Ethernet cord in, make sure this is sealed. We'll go ahead and screw that down just to lock it down so no one screws with it. And let's go ahead and get it running through where the computer is. All right, we got the hardware, we got it connected, we got it recognized, and it's testing outside. So I'm going to go ahead and put together an animation that we can play, and once we get that done, we'll see what it looks like. All right, and it's up and running. Now I just programmed 3 different kinds of sequences. Part of an animated sequence, but 3 different kinds of things. One is the strobing effect, which looks more spooky, Halloweeny, and it's probably not going to even come out really good in the video. But I've got like a red and green sequence, a blue and white sequence, and then this strobing thing. So we're going to drive around the block and see. I did step away, and it looks a little bit better from a distance. But I'm going to drive down the street and see what it looks like from down the street. Alright. You're not going to be able to see it. There's the tree from the distance. Let me stop. Now, unfortunately, the floodlights, I need more spotlights, but the floodlights don't really fill up the entire tree, which is a little depressing, but the palm fronds light up really nice. But there's this whole center part of the tree that's not lit up, which is a little frustrating. And this is from the other side. So it can be seen from a few blocks away. And it's a little cool little feature. I most likely will not be using these for next year on this palm tree. The goal is to wrap this palm tree in pixel lights and basically do that there. I'll have to use the floods somewhere else. I do have an idea for the floods. But I'm not sure if I can do that or not. I don't even want to explain what that is until I know for sure I could do it. Next big project will happen in the next video, and you can't even see it, is going to be tackling this oak tree. I gotta trim it up, and then we're going to probably put my laser projector in it like I usually do, and then try to do a new feature with lights that I saw a long time ago, and put some lights in it. Again, just static this year, no real show. But oh, I still got to put lights around the window too, so got plenty of work to do. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving again, and stay tuned. There's going to be more videos. It's not going to be a really exciting year, as I said before, but it's going to be something. So stay tuned.